The inspiration for Go for Barocco was to make a parody of the work of Balanchine. Balanchine's often thought to be wrongly mechanical and cold, and so I wanted to make a funny ballet that showed him looking mechanical and cold and make it really humorous and make it funny, and I think we did that.
What I like best about Go for Barocco is that I get to dance it opposite one of my good friends, Camilo Rodriguez. We're the two lead dancers in it, and we've known each other a long time. And just like an actor in a movie or a play that has a repartee, a relationship with a fellow actor, just adds a different layer to the dancing, and so it's a lot of fun. We've been friends for a long time.
Go, man. You get out. Right. And then this is so sweet and nice. This is so beautiful. Right. Exactly. And see, it says up that constant, I love you, I hate you, your sister and your mom. The most challenging aspect is the comedy. As actors often say, dying is easy, comedy is hard. And that's really very true. It's very, very difficult to be a really good comedian. It's downplaying, it's underplaying. So the most challenging thing about Barocco is to keep it controlled, keep it quiet, let the jokes tell themselves, and let the audience react to the jokes instead of having the dancers do it. Dancers are energetic, so we try to pull them back a little bit, make sure that it's clean. And see that never, you should do that too. You sort of, you're slowing, you feel something. Yes.
It's liberating to be funny, but it can be really, really, really difficult to get that timing down because you have to make it look like it's happening on the spot, even though you've done it 100 times in rehearsal and maybe 100 times in performance. So that comic timing is something that we don't often use as ballet dancers, and that to me is the most difficult aspect of Go for Barocco.
It's classical ballet, but what makes it funny is that those elements are exaggerated. So we normally give 150%, but we have to give 175% with Go for Barocco because everything has to be bigger so that we can make those points.
The play between the characters really stems from a culture of a particular ballet company. So it's not just, well, let's do steps and be funny, but there's a reason why that tension, and any person who's a dancer has had that tension of, I want that part, or why does that person get to dance that specific role? I think I'm good enough for it, but I still have to be very good at it. And so there's a lot of tension in the ballet that comes from the choreography, then also from the characterization. So you have two different components creating the same whole, and I think the music and choreography are really awesome.
Actually, coming back to work on it after all this time, I hate to say this, Go for Barocco is my first ballet, so it's really odd to come back and see it after all this time and see that some of it still works, some of it I'd like to change, but what's nice is to see that some of that humor still is pretty funny, and 2 generations or so later, dancers still find some fulfillment. That's very nice.
Comedy on stage in ballet is not something we get to do very often, and to be able to just go out there and really have no fear in front of an audience, it's very liberating, and it just makes for an incredible performance.